I love that you listened to that voice within, that nudge, whatever it is, that said, wait a second. Maybe I don't need to go apply for a job. I can do this differently. And you're able to pull on the training that you had. Can you walk us through the 3 steps? Because I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're fairly simple, but in each one, there's a lot of nuance. The first one is regulate, and it's very simple, is that if your nervous system is dysregulated or it perceives a threat, you're in a fight or a flight or a freeze or a fawn response,
Yep.
everything that you're experiencing is basically not reality. You're not seeing it through the actual lens of what is occurring. So before we even look at anything, it's, are you regulated? Sometimes we can't get to full regulation. There's a little bit of lingering anxiety or pain, but can we get pretty close? I have a PDF that I share with everybody. It's free, on ways to regulate without a lot of privacy, space, and time. It could be looking outside of your window, going for a walk, having a glass of cold water. Regulate. The second, I call the pillar trauma healing. And it's a somatic inquiry in what is being awakened inside of me that is causing this reaction,
Mm.
or what is true about me that I need to keep in mind. So I have a client, he messaged me and he was like, I've realized that I'm burning out again. We began
Mm.
working together because he burnt out. And he said, I can't build this company the way that I did last year because I will burn out again and it's going to affect my health. I need your help.
Yeah.
And it's been really good. We've done a really wonderful job and things have been really calm. But yesterday, he messages, he's like, I'm noticing that I'm getting towards that. This is an early
Mm.
warning sign. And so, in that example, the trauma healing aspect of it would be to go inside and look at the part of him that pushes him to achieve at the expense of his own well being. And then we have 2 options. One, we can unburden and heal and release that pain. But that's a long-term process. And we never want to get rid of that tendency inside because there actually is an intelligence inside of that. So we understand that part and then we apply it to the third pillar, which is inspired action and protocols. That means if we know that he has this tendency, then we need to make sure that we're building his business, the way that it operates, who reports to him, or his lifestyle, what he does during the day, the types of exercise that he's doing, so that we're calming that fiery essence inside and we're not putting him in places where his own tendencies and fears will take over. And so it's like inspired action. So it's, okay, what's the next best step? And then how do I set up a structure so that I don't have to think about regulating or think about healing or think about what the next best step is?